Mimos, how you doing? It's been a while. Got a little bit of catching up to do. Let me start with the stickers. Here's the Gotwood Workshop. Jay Sabrandi, he's a 13-year-old woodworker from New Zealand. Rob's Woodshop, checking in from the Netherlands. The Pollen Effect. Cutthroat Woodworks from Missoula, Montana. Mullica Knives out of New Jersey. Rod's Workshop. Let's go up top for Jackman Works. And the question on everybody's mind, can Ken make it? And finally, JWR Woodworks. A few other thank yous. You might not have noticed that calendar on my wall over here sent to me by Bart Post. It's a Grumpy Cat calendar. Thanks a lot, Bart. I love Grumpy Cat. And I want to thank Tim Sluter. Tim Sluter is a longtime viewer of the show. Probably goes back to the very, very beginning of the show. And he carves things. And this is obviously my logo that he carved out and painted. I think it looks great. I'm gonna have to put it on the wall over here. Cool things from Tim Sway. You guys probably already know Tim Sway. I support him over on his Patreon page, and so if you do that, he'll send you out cool stuff like this little carving with V. That's his son, Vance Maker, who also participates in his videos. Real cute kid, and this little I love upcycling refrigerator magnet. So that's really cool. Thanks a lot, Tim. And finally, on a recent video, I mentioned not having a heat gun, and yeah, sure enough, somebody sent me one. This is from Jack Evans. Jack, thanks a lot. And it makes me feel a little self-conscious when I mention a tool or something I don't have and somebody sends me one. But I really appreciate it, and I'm looking forward to finding uses for it. I'm trying to stop saying really so much. I really notice how often I say really in my videos. It's one of those things, if you make videos, you start to get really self-conscious about everything you do. I haven't had a mere minutes in a while, probably over a month. Let me explain to you what's going on. I love shooting mere minutes, but I also realize that it's taking up a lot of my time. I'm working 7 days a week, or at least I have been working 7 days a week for the past few years, really, except for the occasional days off that I take here and there. And a lot of that has to do with mere minutes, which I shoot on weekends. And even though it's easy for me to shoot, I'm still looking at half a day's work just to shoot it and edit it, upload it, get the thumbnail shot, all that stuff, or even more than a half a day. So one day out of the weekend is filled with that. And then I would use the Sunday or the second day to start designing the next week's project and not giving me much time off. So I was talking to this guy. I do this live show once a week. It's a business related show. I was telling him that, you know, I just don't have time to do the stuff I want to do because I'm working 7 days a week. And the host of the show said, yeah, he was like that. He said, but for his own sanity and for his family, he decided to just cut out everything at least one day out of the weekend. So that's what I've been trying to do. Last couple weekends I've just been off. I can't say offline because I'm still tweeting and doing stuff like that, but that's sort of like integrated into my life, I suppose. Plus, shooting the news show, more minutes during the week, also adds another day to my schedule, so something has to give. On the plus side, I'm going to be hiring a business manager so that I think I can free up more of my time to focus on really the stuff I want to do. Along those same lines, I think it was the last time I spoke to you and I mentioned Home and Garden for Mere Mortals, and then it was 2 times ago, and I said, you know, let me know if you'd like to participate in that channel. And then I got back and I said, I know I've been meaning to contact all of you and I will pretty soon, and then I never contacted any of you. That's going to change because that's going to be one of the jobs that my business manager is going to take care of. And so if you get an email from Catherine, you'll know that she's going to be organizing that, and I hope that will work out because I really like the concept of that channel, and I think we can reach a lot of people and help out a lot of people around their house, especially since springtime is coming up. I also want to mention that all of you who have sent me self-addressed stamped envelopes for the Woodworking for Mere Mortals sticker, I finally got all of those off the table and sent out, so you should be getting those shortly, with the exception of 3 that I just picked up at my mailbox yesterday. And don't forget, if you want a Woodworking for Mere Mortals sticker, just send me a self-addressed stamped envelope. The address is down in the description of every one of my videos. It's a beautiful, gorgeous day today, not like it's been the past 2 days. We've got the whole El Nino thing happening, and it was just dumping rain on us yesterday all day long. It's kind of exciting though when it rains that hard because we don't get a lot of rain. It's starting to feel like spring, and I think everybody, especially those of you in the northern environments where it's been snowing a lot, are probably starting to experience a little spring fever about now, and I've got some spring projects coming up. Hey, you know what I've been doing? I've been training for a half marathon. That's my next running goal. In fact, on May 15th, that's the day after my birthday, I'm going to be running the Beta Breakers. That's like a 12K run, I think. It's from one side of San Francisco from the bay, and it runs out to the Breakers, the ocean, on the other side. So that's going to be an exciting run. Some really steep parts to it. You know, San Francisco is filled with hills, but I think that the Hayes Street Hill is notorious. So if I can get in shape for the half marathon, which I should be trained for by then, that should be an easy run. Been looking through the movies. I'm keeping a list on Internet Movie Database of all the movies I have watched in 2016. If you're interested in seeing my list of movies, I'll post a link to it down below. But ones of note is The Witch. I loved The Witch. It's one of the best movies that is currently at the theaters, one of the best horror movies in a long time from Hollywood. But it's not really a horror movie. It's tense, but I think it's more of a psychological thing, and the acting is fantastic. And just this last Friday we saw Zootopia, which I also recommend. Very cute movie, good characters, good message to the movie. It's the kind of movie that both adults and children will like. Finally, this thing was made for probably a few $1,000s. Check out Crawl or Die. If you want to see the world's most claustrophobic movie. The entire movie takes place inside of a tiny tunnel crawling around, and so much fun to watch, and good acting from the lead actress. That's all I got for now. I'll see you guys sometime, I hope next month. Talk to you later. Okay, I had to come back here and shoot one more bit because my wife made me. A lot of you noticed my zombie pajamas that were in my last video in the ad that I shot, and yeah, she made these. And then so when I was editing this video, she said, "Did you tell them about the pajamas? Did you tell them that I made them?" There you go. That was my Christmas present, and I love them.